right. You ready?
Ready, set, go.
Let's do this. Which one you have? Mm-mm. That's first. So it's there. What are you doing? Go to us so we can open up the show. Hello? Next shot. Oh boy, here we go. Start off already. Welcome to A Fashion Moment with CHUNN and
Miss Z, I'm in the building.
Yes. Special shout out to everybody who was here for the birthday show last week. Unfortunately, yeah, we did some music. We had some funky music going on, so we ended up getting shut down or whatever. So I'm gonna play the video from our live performance today for you guys on today's show. Welcome. It is February 20th, and we're still in Black History Month. So a shout out to everybody for Black History Month. Let's get a soul clap for that Black History Month. What's up to my people on Instagram?
Oh, we want a real. Oh, you want a real clap? Which one you want? You want my clap or you want the real clap?
Your clap is tired.
Whatever, all day, every day.
You guys got to excuse me. I'm looking a mess because I'm kind of sick today. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather and whatnot. So, y'all excuse the energy might be a little light, but we wanted to open up the show today, just letting you know about last week's show. That's why it's not posted or anything, because we had some issues with some of the music and stuff that we played, because we had a live DJ. We had DJ Storm and Norman on the Wheels of Steel is here for DJ Storm and Norman. And we also had Space Window in the building who performed. We'll be showing the video throughout the show of his performances so you guys can see that as well. And just welcome. We have a really packed show today. A lot to talk about because a lot is going on in the world today or whatever. But I wanted to start off, with our Black History video and let you guys check this video out.
In August 1619, a ship appeared on this horizon near Point Comfort, Virginia. It carried more than 20 enslaved Africans who were sold to the colonists. No aspect of the country we know today has been untouched by the slavery that followed. America was not yet America, but this was the moment it began.
So let's hear for that commercial from Janelle Monáe. We played that last week. I wanted to make sure everybody got to see that again. I want you guys to, be in the spirit of Black History Month. They only give us 28 days. Well, 29 days this year. Every 4 years is 29 days. I'm going to be fixing my shirt all night, y'all. I'm feeling kind of whatever,
Yeah,
so,
you don't feel well.
Yeah, I'm not feeling well. But, we wanted to give every week. I don't know if you guys, when you tune in every week, I always tease Miss Z about her scarves and calling her Walona or whatever. And unfortunately, Jeanette Dubois, she's passed away the other day. And in her sleep, actually, she lived alone and she was found in her home in Calabasas, I think it was, or wherever in L.A. She was found in California, in L.A. She was found in her home. She died in her sleep. There was no cause of death mentioned in the article that I read. this is the lady. This is the Miss Walona. So I wanted to make sure I gave a shout out to her for Black History Month, making sure everybody give her love and all that kind of stuff. And you know, I tease Miss Z every week about her scarf and calling her Walona. So we wanted to give a shout out to Jeanette Dubois. Rest in peace, rest in power, my sister.
Absolutely. And then also, she was one of the first Black women to be on, like, okay, let me get it together, a daytime series. Like, you know, General Hospital, All My Children, all of those. So she was the first Black woman to be on one of those. Mm-hmm. Okay, so absolutely.
And then our next Black History moment is Ella Fitzgerald. She was the first Black African American. She was the first She was the first African American to win a Grammy Award. So that's a Black History Month for Ella Fitzgerald. Let's get a shout out to Ella Fitzgerald.
Oh yes.
We love Ella. We love Ella. Ella Fitzgerald. Give a shout out to her. She was a powerhouse. I remember it was a song and Imitation of Life. Troubles of the World. Oh my God. Brings me chills.
No,
brings me chills.
Because you know everyone hasn't seen Imitation of Life, and then you know they went from black and white to color. So,
well, I don't like when they do the black and white films and make them into color. But anyway, we ain't gonna talk about color. We talking about Ella Fitzgerald in the song. Stick to the topic.
That is a topic because if you don't, I mean, that's a Black household staple. Imitation of Life. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was. It was a really dope movie, y'all. If you never saw it, it's about a young mixed girl who wants to pass for white, but her mother's a maid and she works for a super actress and all that kind of stuff. And the journey to the daughter, and then you know her coming back to her mom, and she gets there too late when her
crying all over the casket.
Yeah, when her mom passes away, she makes it to the end of the funeral or what have you. So you know that's something that I always think about with Ella Fitzgerald. That song, Troubles of the World.
Troubles of the World, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so let's give a shout out for Ella Fitzgerald. And giving a shout out to all my people in IG, Instagram. Thank you for checking in with us. All our people who's checking in on Periscope, the people who are checking in on YouTube. Thank you. You know, you can always catch us at bks1radio.com. And we're always here every Thursday. You can always call in at 646-233 1302. The number's not showing completely up here.
1302 646-233-1302.
But look, 130.
That's your word. Okay, so we have
we got folks joining in. We got Shamel Silva.
Shamel Silva. Hey, Shamel.
Hey,
Levettis.
Mobley. Yes.
Sarita. Sarita. Hey, girl, what's up?
Hey, Al joined in. What's up, Al?
KC Brown. Michael Malik, DJ Johnson.
Yeah, what did Sharetta say? And that's my cousin DJ. What's going on? Hey, Retta said hey. Michael said hey, Evelyn.
Hi, Evelyn. Hey, y'all. Michael Malik Brown is in the building. Levettis Mobley.
Yes.
Levettis is in the building. Clap, clap, clap. That's right, girl. Let me get some claps.
Loren, what's up, Loren?
Hey, Loren. Thank you for joining us. Levettis talking about she fell asleep last week. Well, baby, you better wake up this week.
It was my birthday celebration. You missed my birthday, cuz. How could you do that to me?
And then we have Loren McCroy. Hey, Loren. Loretta says she fell asleep. And then we have Sharon Scott Harper has joined us.
Hey,
Sharon. Hey, Adrian Gilliam. Jacqueline
Gillespie. Hey, Jacqueline. We grew up together. Hey, Jacqueline, on Sufton Boulevard.
Okay, what's up, Jackie? I know y'all break it down.
No, Jacqueline.
Ooh, child. And then it's spelled the other way. Hey, girl. And then we have Adrian Gilliam. Hey, I love you.
Yeah, that's a little nickname that she calls me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wonder. Call in and tell us about that.
Please.
646.
They're gonna call and tell you about this hat you got on.
1302. That's right. Because I'm paying homage to Miss Walona Woods.
Walona Woods.
That was her name. Come on. Walona Woods. Now, you know, she came in there Florida always like, ooh, girl, you look nice.
Yeah, because she worked in the shop. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she worked in the shop.
Fashionista before all our times. Isn't that something, Ty?
It wasn't before my time. I was born a fashionista.
Oh, well, sorry. I'm sorry.
Maybe before your time.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. So.
Angie said she loved my hat. Thank you, LOL. I said, yes, that's right. I'm rocking it. I'm killing it. Look at my little pin to the side.
She was gonna wear gloves too, y'all.
I was gonna give you the whole.
Look, she even got pearls on.
I was gonna give you the whole experience, but you know. Because it is a fashion moment with Ty Chunn.
She's bringing it. Let's give a round of applause for yourself. Oh my gosh. Oh, are you trying to call in? Go ahead, call in. I'm sorry. Call in if y'all want to call in. We had just Soretta. Stop saying Serena. Soretta.
Sorry.
We had shut down the calls because we was trying to do the videos and stuff or whatever.
That's right. Nice wool, pearl on the side. That's right.
So we're gonna get back to our next topic of discussion is I want to talk about, being that it's Black History Month, I want to talk about how people steal from the culture. And Tom Hanks' son, he had a rap song that came out a couple of years ago where he was saying the N-word and everybody kept telling him he couldn't say it. Well, while this fool was on the red carpet of the Golden Globes and he came and he did a reggae voice and on the red carpet talking like he was West Indian or whatever. I mean, like, it was the most ridiculous thing ever. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, can we get our own things and you know what I'm saying? Like, he comes from privilege. It'd be one thing, you know what I'm saying, if he wasn't making a mockery of it. Because first you do the rapping and you're talking about the N-word in your rap songs. Then you're on the Golden Globes talking like you're West Indian or whatever. And you come from privilege. Like, your father is Tom Hanks. He's one of the most renowned actors in Hollywood. But yet and still you want to come and steal from us. Then we had an incident at FIT during Fashion Week where this a Chinese designer, and I'm not going to give his name any shine because I feel like he disrespected us and our culture, but one of the black models had refused to wear this outfit. This was the outfit that he wanted them to wear on the runway. Could you imagine that? And then they talking about they don't think that it was they didn't know that it was offensive. Hey, to my sister Sharon, she just joined. Her birthday was on the 19th, actually, yesterday. So give her a shout out to my sister. Happy birthday, Sharon.
Happy birthday,
I love you.
Girl.
She's having a good dinner tomorrow. We'll be hanging out or whatever and whatnot. But could you imagine that? Yeah. So I just wanted to make sure that we did that or what have you, and showed you guys what's going on in the world, like how our culture is, you know, being robbed from us and how we're being disrespected in the media. You know, Gucci, all of these different brands, and Barney's is closing down. But remember, they had a big thing with Barney's where they were snatching up our kids when they went in there to buy belts and stuff like that and accessories and throwing them on the ground, follow them out the store and whatnot. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that during, being that it's Black History Month, and talk about that. And in my Thai rants, I'm going to go into something really deep today. So excuse me, guys. I'm going to go into something really deep about our culture and about the things that we accept as a culture, and to tie it all into what's going on in today with the races and the presidential race and all of the stuff that the man in the office is doing or what have you or whatnot. But before that, let's get into a little bit of gossip. So it's said that TAI, you know this story?
Mm-mm.
Huh?
TAI and the white guy? Who? Azalea Banks.
Thank you.
Okay.
TAI, it's been alleged that he assaulted Azalea Banks. So I don't know what's going on with that, but it's been alleged that he assaulted her, and then
he threw her down the steps or something.
yeah, supposedly
That's word on the street.
shoved her down the steps or what have you. That's what's going on with the TI story. Then we want to get into Miss Nene Leakes and the Housewives. Miss Nene Leakes and the Housewives or what have you. They said that she hired Lisa Bloom, who is that lawyer that everybody gets. She usually doesn't come into things unless it's like sexual harassment or something like that to deal with women or what have you. And she hired Lisa Bloom for some of her legal matters and stuff that's going on. Then also her and Kenya Moore is going at it, and Kenya said that they're phasing her out of the show. So she went at Kenya about that or what have you. So I don't know.
Can I have a church finger?
I don't know.
No, because so she hired someone for what? Because this is the sexual harassment lawyer, or is this a divorce lawyer? Don't her person have a baby, or like, I don't know.
Well,
so who's Lisa Bloom? What kind of attorney is she?
Well, Lisa Bloom, if anybody who's been anybody for the last 10 years or so, obviously Walona over here doesn't know anything.
No.
So Lisa Bloom, like I said, I said in the story, that Lisa Bloom is one of those lawyers who usually women who are sexually harassed or something like that have they usually hire her, but Nene doesn't have a situation like that, but she's hired her for her legal situations with whatever business matters it is that's going on. So I just thought that was a little bit interesting. And then
suspicious and messy. Go ahead. What else?
I want to get into to Meghan McCain. So you know that Meghan McCain was upset with Whoopi Goldberg because she compared her father to what's the senator's name?
Which one?
The one who voted for Trump to be
McConnell?
No, Mitch McConnell is the one who leads the Senate. He ran for president. I can't think of his name right now. I just got a brain fart real quick. And my co-host, she didn't do her homework. Well, anyway, she compared him. So you guys help me out on Facebook who the senator is who was the only Republican senator to vote for removal of office with the Democrats or what have you. Megan got mad at Whoopi Goldberg for voting with saying that caller from 917 caller 917. Hey, caller from 917. Hello. Caller from 917. You got to turn your radio down in the back.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Yep. Hello.
Yes.
Oh,
who are we speaking with?
Caller, like you don't know who this is. The senator is Mitt Romney from Utah.
Thank you, Mitt Romney from Utah.
Right.
Oh, thank
you.
you.
Thank you for calling in
From
and
Utah.
helping us out. Being that
right, exactly.
Uh-huh.
Who was the only Republican senator?
Okay,
Exactly.
so, but who are we
voted to
speaking
have
with?
him impeached.
But who are we
And
speaking
he
with?
caught a lot of backlash from that, but his state backed him up because let's face it, you represent the people, not the president or the White House.
Exactly.
And he basically did his job.
Exactly.
So kudos to you guys for making that point and bringing that out, and kudos to him for doing that.
Thank you.
And I'm glad that you're kicking off, that you mentioned, my wife, your sister, at FIT. That was a blight. It wasn't a blight against FIT, but the designer, they should have vetted him a little more.
Exactly.
But, sometimes you have confidence in people and, things happen. But, and I agree with you 100%. We as black people just cannot accept that. Because if you're going to steal from us, that's fine to emulate our culture and who we are. But it's not fine to make us look like to discriminate against or make it look bad.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
You want to steal from us and then it's like stealing from us and persecuting us at the same time. You can't have both.
Yeah. and Gail Sims, our sister, she's the one who brought that story, and then Jerry Jordan Brown also brought that story to my attention this week as well. So shout out to our guests for giving us topics. I keep telling everybody, give us some topics that you want us to talk about, and call in like my brother just did. Call in and let us know. When we don't have the facts.
And before I go, since we're celebrating Black History Month, you should celebrate yourself for being a black entrepreneur and give yourself some praise and kudos as well.
Thank you for that, brother. Thank you for that. I love you.
And keep up the good work. I enjoy watching the show. Let me get back to what you do. Good night.
Okay, thank you for calling. All right.
All right.
All
Love
right.
y'all.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, we enjoy, getting feedback from you guys, letting us know what you want us to talk about. So before we get back into the SHOW, let's give some shout outs to some people who just joined in. Okay, see, people were saying Mitt Romney. Yes. Okay. Thank you, everybody. For giving us for the information on our feed on Facebook or what have you for Mitt Romney. But we're gonna go to a video from last week's show for my birthday celebration with Space Window. He performed or what have you, and I want you guys to just get a look at what he did when he was here. We got to give the brother some. He was our artist of the month, and he came in to perform for our show. And I thought it was just amazing of him to do something like that, and being that it wasn't aired, so I wanted to make sure that you guys saw it. So here goes Space Window. He's performing live. This is from last week's show for my birthday.
Me and your boy got Me and your boy got cruising in my own lane. It's tunnel vision when I do my thing. Bitch niggas can't hang. Our energy ain't the same, so it's tunnel vision when I do my thing. Me and your boy got soul. Cruising in my own lane. It's tunnel vision when I do my thing. Bitch niggas can't hang. Our energy ain't the same, so it's tunnel vision when I do my thing. Me and your boy got soul. Me and your boy got soul. Look. Karma's a blessing when your mind's a weapon. My shit hit like a Drake pound that never run out of rounds. And I be psychedelic tripping, spirit tapping the heaven, shrooming while smoking aloud. I be holding it down, all God body when I step in front of the crowd. I tap into my inner king and get into with the crown. Space Window too unique, they can't copy the style. Like fuck away, this a tsunami, bitch niggas could drown. Hold up, I spit the truth in the mouth. I'm trying to master the art, I never do it for clout. And I maneuver with my heart, I got no such thing as doubt. Like a Rubik's Cube in the dark, you can't figure me out. Like fuck a rapper, I'm a scientist, I'm all in the lab. I'll make a verse with test tubes, fuck a pen and a pad. Fuck, talk a lot about cash when they be stuck inside a box, thinking they in the bag. But your boy got soul. But your boy got soul. Me and your boy got soul. Cruising in my own lane. It's tunnel vision when I do my thing. Bitch niggas can't hang. Our energy ain't the same, so it's tunnel vision when I do my thing. Man, your boy got soul. Look, bitch niggas can't hang. Our energy ain't the same, so we not even on the same plane. I be going insane. Chilly in my brain, mushrooms while smoking the Mary Jane. Look, I never put clout over art on my thoughts from the heart. It ain't all about making my name, but the brother got lost in the dark. Then my spirit felt a spark, and I realized that I could bring change. Nigga, roll up, new day, new strain. I'm smoking on gelato, THC tickle my brain. I'm feeling like Picasso with the picture that I paint. Wordplay on the vine, and the flow is so great. Man, your boy lit. I got no time for these rappers. I want my own shit. I idolize that man in the mirror. I'm on my own dick. Fuck what a hater gotta say. Space when you chosen. The vibe I deliver make your spirit so lift. Cause real recognize real dope shit. I'm locked in, my mind always focused. Never dripped off, I shall remain open. Jet, I got the force, little homie, just take notice. I said the jet, I got the force, little homie, just take notice. And our vibe ain't the same, till you tell me what's a way to an ocean. Yeah. Our vibe ain't the same, can you tell me what's a way to an ocean?
Space Window. All right, let's hear it for Space Window, y'all. That was Space Window. That was last week's show. That was my birthday show. He came in and he showed up and showed out. And he did us a big solid. I'm saying what's up to our IG fans, guys, or whatever. He did us a big solid by coming in, and like I said, that was Space Window. He was the artist of the month. and he came in for my birthday and he showed us some love or what have you, and that was his song Soul. I think it was dope. And then you guys let us know what you think and how you felt about the song or what have you. And getting back into the gossip, let's see who's sending something on our feed before we get back into the gossip, because this next story is about Snoop Dogg or what have you. Show the picture of him first, and then we'll get to our feed so we can see who is talking. So this is about this whole story with him and Gail or whatever, and how he dragged her and said all of this negative stuff or whatever and everything like that. And a lot of people took offense to it. I don't know. I mean, like, I guess, the threat was wrong and all that kind of stuff or what have you. And I don't know how else to, feel about it or what have you, because I'm not a fan of Gail or Oprah's these days. They're not really doing it for the culture as far as I'm concerned, but it doesn't mean that anybody needs to be threatened or what have you. So he did apologize for it. She accepted his apology, and you guys let me know what you think about that story or what have you. And about Snoop Dogg and the whole Gayle King situation.
Because pretty much he said back.
But we all know what he said. There's no need to even repeat what he said.
And then she said back to who? Back up.
What?
Back up. Susan Rice said back up.
Right.
Back to who up.
Mm-hmm.
So, it is what it is.
Yeah, well.
Everybody have opinions, so.
I don't want to. Hey, Richard Pelzer, how are you?
You don't want to what? Everybody have opinion.
Yeah, everybody have an opinion, but I don't want to talk about all of that and stuff like that. I want them to talk about it to us, because your opinion don't matter right now.
Oh, my opinion never matters. Your opinion
don't matter right now because you're wearing that Walona hat.
Baby, instead of
the Walona scarf, you wearing that Walona hat.
Oh, don't let me go get the scarf, baby. Because I can shut it down. Don't do it.
No, we don't want the scarf today. We don't want the scarf.
You don't want the scarf or the because last time I checked, it's cold outside.
It is very cold. It's very cold. Thank you.
So, baby, this is what we do.
It's very cold. It's very cold. Yeah. So we want to say hi to some people who just joined in.
Hey, Terrence. No, you got to go back. Okay, Adrian.
Yeah, we already saw that. It was like, yes.
Okay, so hey, Terrence, Tiz, Sharon Beasy, Scott Parker, Renas Aranda. Hey, Renee. I gotta break it down. JJ, Sherelle Jones.
Hey, Sherelle, how you doing, baby?
Hey, Sherelle. Hey, everybody. You gotta say hey to everybody. Hey, y'all.
Hey, everybody. I said hi to everybody before that. I'm just giving shout outs individually to people who just joined in or whatever. Let us know what you think about that whole
Don't get the scarf. It will be oh, honey, baby! Honey, you ain't ready for the scarf. Suspicious. Let me go get you.
No, he said it'll hide the fabulous pearls. He's giving you a compliment, so stop feeling yourself, because not many compliments come across this board for you. So be grateful.
Thank you,
for what you get. Hey, Danielle, how you doing, love? Be grateful for what you get. You see how people are? You see how they are, Michael? You giving her some love, and she gonna try to come for you. That's why I call her Walona.
But Walona always came to the house. But no, that was such a good TV show.
Waukesha joined. Hey, Waukesha.
Hey,
Waukesha, I have to get. Oh, I shouldn't say this on air, but I got to get rid of somebody in order to get you. I got your friend request. I'll get to that this week.
But every time Walona came in, like, it was such a it was
a fashion moment. It really was. She swung that door open,
baby, and she always had a good time.
And the way she swung that door open and showed showed her beautiful face and her wonderful smile, it was just the most amazing moment. And we really miss Janet Dubois. We really miss her. She was a wonderful woman. She was a wonderful woman, a beautiful soul.
No. But we always gonna remember Janet Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
It's Penny.
Yeah.
We it's that those are the things that brought us up, and that was really, really like such a black culture, just us as a people. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, and on to some not really gossip, but some news. I'm not sure you guys all heard about this story with Dwayne Wade and his his transsexual son or what have you, and how, you know, he changed his name and all of that kind of stuff or whatever. It's been getting a lot of backlash, and one of the people who had something negative to say about him was an NFL player, and it just, to me, it just really, it reeked of ugliness, you know, saying, you know, mean things or what have you. And I'm only showing the picture and not saying the name because I don't want to give ignorance a name. This precious baby has no reason for anyone. There's no reason for anyone to look at this precious baby's face and look at the love that Dwayne Wayne had. And I put the picture of this football player next to them so you guys can Google him and find this story and read about it. But he said some negative things because Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade showed this baby love and acceptance and who he wants to be or what have you. And it's I believe his name is Bryson now or what have you. And it's
Zion. It's Zion. It's something with Z.
Mm-hmm. And I just think that, you know, I'm speechless that if you just look at this precious baby and see the fact that the love, just the love that's in that picture. I mean, guys, the love that's in that picture is love that we all wish that we would get. You know what I'm saying? That we all wish that we had. That in it's just, you know, it's crazy to me. It really is. Yeah, love that family. You know, it's just crazy to me. It really is. It really is. And I just, you know, I wanted you guys just to look up the story on your own. Like I said, I don't give a platform to ignorance, but I did want to put a face up there to let you know that he was being very disrespectful to this poor young boy. And then talking about transgender, we have one of our NFL player who one of the coaches was saying that he is transgender, and this story was something funny too. Like that it was an Alabama State rep who believed that Cam Newton was changed was a transgender. Then he changed it to being gay, and because of his the way that he dresses or the way that he presents himself or whatever. But he's in the story, it goes on to talk about how he just had a baby. That's what it is. Yes, he just had a baby. I'm sorry, y'all, because hashtag new host is back. She's over here messing up and she's throwing me off my game because she doesn't know what she's doing over here on the boards again. She got claps going when they ain't supposed to go. This hat must be too tight, or maybe that pen must have pierced her brain or something. I don't know what's going on over here, but she's messing up on the board. So every time I'm getting ready to read something, she's moving the arrows and all this kind of stuff where she should be sitting. Leave the arrow alone. Get your hand off. Hand off because you messing it up. Leave it alone until it's time to do something. Oh my God, y'all! Could somebody please send me a new host? No, don't come help her. Come replace her. Come replace her, please. Somebody, honey, please get her up out of here with the church hat, the church pen, and the church blouse, and the church pearls, honey, and that church finger, and take her out here to the church parking lot and take her to Jesus, honey. Please, somebody, because I'm having a come to Jesus moment here. I need help. She is throwing me off my game. I already said I'm sick. I'm already sick. I already said that in the top of the show. I'm sick. I'm not functioning at 100%. So that means that I can't work for the two of us today. I need you to be on your game. I am not Santa Claus. I keep saying I can't carry the gifts all one night.
We got something about everybody. And
what?
Who we talking about?
We're talking about you.
No, I want to talk about me.
I know you don't.
I got to gossip.
What gossip? What gossip?
Mm-hmm. So who did yesterday?
I don't know who you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
Don't act like you don't listen to FM radio.
I don't listen to FM radio.
Okay, well, we ain't going to talk about it then. It's me that you don't listen to it.
Well, you done brought it up.
Hey, Pop Smoke dead.
Who's that? I don't even know who that is. I don't know who that is.
Anyone that's okay, anyone that listens to Hot 97, aren't you New York? 105.
I don't listen to the radio. The only time I hear the radio is if I'm in the car.
Oh, that's the only time?
That's the only time.
Well, me too, but I'm just saying. Hey, I know Charisma know about. Oh, Charisma on the West Coast, so but Charisma probably.
Please don't bring my daughter into this.
I mean, but
don't talk about my daughter. You talk about whatever.
I can talk about my kids, your kids, and
you can't talk about my child.
Why?
Because I said so.
Because that's
now get back to the story you want to talk about.
No, I don't want to talk about it because I got to put the ground for the kids. Wait. For the kids.
If you're going to bring it up.
No.
Somebody, hashtag new host. Somebody, please. Right. Well, please help me. Please help me.
Pop Smoke.
But what you going to talk about him about?
He was only 20. He's a baby. And he got killed. Isn't that sad?
She said she had.
He was number 7 on the Billboard.
Let me see. I gotta see. Please, let's go to the Facebook book because I gotta see if anybody is. Is anybody? Please, could y'all help me, please?
Cheryl Jones. That's sad. That's what's up. Like,
please, somebody help me.
He's a baby.
I know, but she said she had gossip, y'all.
Well, I do got the gossip, but I'm not ready to get it. Well, first of all, no, I don't want to be messy.
You already messy. Okay, you brought it up.
Oh, nah. Oh, I can't. Oh, well, I'm just going to give it. From my understanding.
Hey, Milton Garcia. Thank you for joining in.
20 years old. That's right. But
he was a young up-and-coming rapper. Okay.
Yes, absolutely. Real. He had the kids pop. Like, the kids, they love him.
Okay, so that's not gossip.
I don't want to be messy.
Somebody, please. Hashtag new host, please. Somebody. She don't want to be messy. She brings it up. Then she don't follow through with the story. She messing with the keyboards. Thank you, Sherelle. Girl, bye. She messing with the keyboards.
Well, first
Good night, Malik. See you next week, baby. Good night. See you next week. Thank you for joining in. Then she messing with the keyboards to where I can't get to the stories that I want to talk about. Then she's messing me up as we doing it. And now she brings up some gossip about somebody and she not even talking about it. Let's get off this subject and get back to the SHOW. We're gonna go and we're gonna go back to no, I don't want it. We don't want to hear it. No, it's too late. It's too late.
Allegedly?
No, it's too late. We're going to the next story because you gonna sat there and played with my affection. Go.
No, he's from Brooklyn. Yes, absolutely.
Yes. Okay. We going to the next story because you done dragged this out enough, and you've got on my last nerve. So let's do something different. Let's get past this subject and let's and I swear for God, let's talk about what's going on because now I want to get into my TAI rant. And my TAI rant, and let me just get into my TAI rant for you guys, all right? You just give me 1 second. Let me pull up my notes or what have you. So my TAI rant is the status of Black America, right? And first of all, let's go into this picture. This picture is in this picture, it goes into exactly what I'm talking about. This picture is the White House assembles a team to recommend pardons. The only person on here that I recognize is Van Jones, but apparently the black woman at the bottom is the woman that Kim Kardashian and Van Jones got pardoned this year. Well, last year or what have you.
Alice Johnson, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Alice Johnson. So this is supposed to be his team. But I didn't bring that picture up to give the person in the White House some praise. I brought that picture up to really get into a reading session. Don't stop. This is called TAI rants. It's not called TAI and Z rants. This is called the TAI. I don't want to hear your question. This is called the TAI rants. It's called the TAI. It's called the TAI rants, and it's called the TAI rants. And so this is when a rant is. It means that you go off and off and off. It don't mean that you get interrupted. So the reason why I brought up that picture is because Kim Kardashian was in an interview with Sarah Gaines about criminal justice, and she said that the president is for for criminal justice for black people and all of this kind of stuff or whatever. Then he has this whole post about this team that he's putting together for pardons. But yet he sat here and he pardoned the biggest white collar criminals there were that did all of the fraud and made all of this money, and he sat here and he pardoned them. You know what I'm saying? And then he gives Rush Limbaugh the Medal of Freedom. Kim Kardashian, Khloe Kardashian, and what's the other sister name? Y'all all got kids by black men. So that means y'all are raising black children. So that means that you need to be careful when you don't go for the okie doke or the banana in the tailpipe when somebody is dangling something in front of you, pretending like they're doing something for the culture, for the people or what have you. When he's using that those one or two pardons that he may give to black people or people who have been sentenced unfairly, the way that Barack Obama did when he was in office. He did I think they said over 2,000 or whatever pardons for people with non-violent lower drug offenses or what have you. So let's not be fooled by like I call it, the scroll that's going. Let's look at the real story and the real intent behind that. And then we're talking about that. I wanted to also talk about how all of a sudden Mayor Bloomberg is on the debate stage. We are all voting for people, but let's not get it twisted that the DNC has never had our backs when they said that black people have the highest rate in voting in the Democratic Party, with a particular spike in black women. But yet every candidate of color begged them to change the rules, but billionaire Mike Bloomberg gets in the race, and all of a sudden the DNC changes the rules so that he could get in.
Question.
Then I want to talk about that, but I'm giving all of these topics to y'all because I want y'all all to write in about this stuff, what have you, and everything. Because I just find it to be, they beg for our votes, but they don't give us the respect. We don't have to settle for the status quo. We don't, just because we feel like he might be able to beat Trump. Get the most qualified person in there, and everybody show up and show out and do what you have to do. Then I want to talk about this Harvey Weinstein trial versus Bill Cosby. This is the third day of deliberations. They didn't come up with anything. They didn't come up with a verdict. But with Bill Cosby, they used his closed depositions, and they invited more witnesses in order to convict him. But not only that, the governor, once was elected governor, ran on the fact that he was going to, whether you agree with Bill Cosby's innocent or guilt, he ran on the fact that he was going to open up the Bill Cosby case again when it was laid to rest. And and I'm sick of black folks, always talking about, the OJ case and how, it's a this, that, and the third, whatever. When there's been millions and millions of cases of black folks being attacked and their cases not being upheld in the courts. So that one case everybody wants to talk about, and black people agree with some black people, I should say, agree with other folks and using that case as, something that we should be ashamed of. No, we should be happy for that, because at the same time that he got off, Rodney King's abusers got off. So that was our only one. So anyway, that was my TAI rants for the moment. I just wanted to run all of that stories down. You guys tell me what you think about that. That was the TAI rants. We're going to go to Space Window and see and hear his last song from last week or what have you. This is Space Window. This is from last week. And that was the TAI rants at a fashion moment with TAI CHUNN.
Yeah. Look, I can see way beyond the blue face, deeper than the bag. I be coming for the suitcase. Bullshit. Open up my mind and amorphous. Connect to the light, show my people what the force is. I said I can see way beyond the blue face, deeper than the bag. I be coming for the suitcase. Bullshit. Open up my mind and amorphous. Connect to the light, show my people what the force is. Got gelato hit my dome like a right jab. Listen, I be getting stoned while I write raps. Always busy, tell her sorry I ain't right back. Feel like I could blow it any second on the right track. Tell a lame bitch beat it like a Mike Jack. All that fucking with the hoes get you sidetracked. Penal gland keep my soul where the lights at. Jedi with the force keep my thoughts on the right path. And I see beyond the money, I got big dreams. I put celestial energy in my 16s. I be spitting the rhythm a nigga soul need. Always knew I'm great, I don't care about a big screen. And I never gave a fuck about the fake shit. I just be smoking that potent, you never taste this. I'm trying to channel and balance my inner greatness. Keep my soul floating while I'm floating through the matrix. Real shit. I can see maybe on a blue face, deeper than a bag. I be coming for the suitcase. Open up my mind and I'm off this. Connect to the light, show my people what the force is. I said I can see way beyond a blue face, deeper than a bag. I be coming for the suitcase. Bullshit. Open up my mind and I'm off this. Connect to the light, show my people what the force is. Mind open and my heart's clear. Vibrate on positive energy and erase fear. Follow intuition, never sleep on an idea. Time wait for nobody, nigga, so I stand still. I said mind open and my heart clear. Vibrate on positive energy and erase fear. Follow intuition, never sleep on an idea. Time wait for nobody, nigga, so I stand still. Look, chase dreams while you stack the guap. Dropping videos, bitches on my sack a lot. Not from Houston, but I know I rap a lot. Super Saiyan flow, I'm feeling like I'm Kakarot. Mushrooms took a nigga mind out the box. I feel a radiant energy when I roll the pot. And I move like a jet, I got the force on lock. You get demolished if you ever try to stop the plot. Flat push when my niggas bout to cash and guap. Some cook cards, some still work the pot. Me, I chose to spit bars, put the flow on lock. Manipulate the bigger picture like it's Photoshop. A black man with a mic, fuck a stereotype. Me, I'm trying to sour D sativa head, I spit the red eye sight. I got no filter, grab the mic and say whatever I like. Hey, I can see way beyond the blue face, deeper than the bag. I be coming for the suitcase. Open up my mind and I'm on this. Connect to the light, show my people what the force is. I can see way beyond the blue face, deeper than the bag. I be coming for the suitcase. Bullshit. Open up my mind and I'm off this. Connect to the light, show my people what the force is.
Space Window, ladies
Show
and
my people
gentlemen.
what the force is. Space Window, man. Instagram, space_window, man.
Let's hear it for Space Window. That was him last week. He performed for my birthday, like I said, and he was the artist of the month. You can always catch us at WBKS1.com. You can always call in at 646-233-1302. And I just want to give a shout out to Sherelle. We saw your comment about Elizabeth Warren, how she got into Bloomberg's behind, and Casey said the same thing. And it was on time the way that she did him. And she was like, well, would you like to go publicly on television right now and release those women? It was hilarious, and she really tore into him. And I don't want to be always political, all of that, but when I see something, I have to say something. And I just want you guys, just don't fall for the smoke screen, because just because somebody apologizes about something, like I always said, you don't I listen to what people say, but I also watch what they do, because I don't believe him. I'm sorry, I just don't believe him. And he has an ad out that I saw today where it talks about black people and how we've been disrespected, mistreated, how they stole our votes, how they made us work for free, and all of this kind of stuff, or whatever, these miraculous ads. But you never see him on an ad, and you never see his heart. You never hear him talk. You never hear him really speak to anything. He has these perfectly crafted ads, but he doesn't say anything.
I wanted to ask you, like, because I'm not a New Yorker, and you guys, y'all live through all of the New York stuff. So I don't get it. Like, who is he? I know he was the mayor of New York. He's a billionaire or trillionaire, whatever. But, for us as people that don't know him, because you guys really know him. You understand what I'm saying? Like, y'all live through.
Well, everybody and almost everybody in America, let's keep it real, knows who Bloomberg is. He has Bloomberg Television.
Well, I know who he
Bloomberg,
is, but
exactly.
but y'all lived through it.
Right.
We never lived through it. Like, I'm Jersey all day.
Well, Jersey had a stop and frisk program as well, where they was throwing guys up against the wall on the corners and stuff like that.
They had stop and frisk. They had kill people on the Parkway, on the Turnpike, everything. But we had to get above and beyond that. So I don't like. So being that he's running for whatever he is.
He's running for president.
Whatever he's running for president. Because at the end of the day, we still got to do what we got to do as a people.
I don't understand what that means.
As a people, we still got to make it do what it do for us in our communities. Because they going to take care of us? No. They haven't been taking care of us for the last 400, 500 years.
But see, it's funny that you said that, because that's one of the things that I'm going to talk about next week when we talk about one of the TV shows we were talking about with Regina King, and it's about the Black Wall Street and how we were taking care of ourselves. And another thing real quick on Black Wall Street, if one more white person say that those shootings in Florida or whatever was the worst massacre in United States history, look at Black Wall Street and look at all Rosewood and all of this, where they have killed hundreds of black people at one time. And I'm going to get into a whole bunch of that next week for Black History Month, the last week of the Black History Month show or what have you. So I'm glad that you brought that up, that we have to do what we have to do as a people. And that was part of my point, was that if we are the backbone of the Democratic Party, and we all bound together and said
America
and said no to all of the candidates and denounced the DNC, what would they do? We could elect who we really wanted to if we collectively put our powers together. If all of the blacks, all of the Asians, all of the Hispanics, all of the Indians, all of the minorities who have been taken advantage of by the DNC, and they take our vote for granted, that whoever they put up there, we just going to accept it because we just want Trump out. And excuse me, I think that that's unfair, that's uninformed, and it's unfortunate. And I think that we need to start voicing ourselves a little bit more. Let's go to Facebook and see what folks is talking about. Wow. Okay, Sherelle, I get you. Yeah. Why we never talk about reparations. Yeah, we need $1.5 million. And
baby, we need more than that, baby. We need all of the money.
And the Tulsa riots, whatever. It wasn't the Tulsa riots, baby. It was a massacre, because it wasn't a riot. They came in to Tulsa and they murdered them. It was Black Wall Street, because they had their own economy going on, their own stores, their own society. They were independent of anything else that was going on or what have you. You don't believe him either, KC? I know, right? You know what I'm saying? And you don't know how to look at someone to look and pay off. Yep, Wakisa. Yes. I don't see how they took the word of someone that took a payoff. I hear you. You know, you a Jersey girl. Z.
That's all day, every day, Essex County.
Yeah. And
Sherelle Jones said, "Now I gotta. This is my part.
I read this already.
He full of shit. That's exactly what she said. You didn't say that.
But yeah, but I talked about the 1.5 million and all that kind of stuff.
Shit. That's
hey,
right,
Bless,
Sherelle.
thank you for joining us or whatever. And that's what we all get. A piece.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You know, but you know what? But it's more than reparations, because reparations won't make us whole again. Like I talk to people all the time about this, and I always say how when back in the days, Japanese and Chinese people, they used to have a certain status in like film and television, where you would see them with slanty eye, 4-eye, buck tooth, and they was like Kato, and but no, it's not funny. It's the truth. That's how they were sought, and that's how they showed them. But they revolutionized their whole look as far as the universe is concerned, because everybody, when you see a Chinese person, you automatically think smart. You don't put them back to the 1940s and 30s and 20s of those pictures where they were butlers and they was doing all of this, craziness and all that kind of stuff or what have you in their image. And that's why I'm talking about with black folks, we need to get our collective thought together and change the universal image of us, because there's so many different points of view from the black point of view. There's African American, and then there's blacks in all these other countries as well.
Absolutely, because I wasn't laughing at, like, when you said that. I was laughing at when Sherelle Jones said that he was 5'5". That's what I was grinning at. But, because at the end of the day, what I feel as though as far as the Korean culture, well, the culture, the whatever they are, the Chinese, Koreans, Japanese, they feel as though us as a people, we are so beautiful. They always, when you go into the nail place or when you go into, like, they be like, cute, cute, cute. They love our skin. They love our skin tone. They love us as a people. Just like a lot of people do, but then a lot of people don't. When we know who don't and who does. So,
right.
That's just what it is.
Yeah. So, Sherelle said we need Turtle Island back.
AKA America. You ain't lying,
I know
Sherelle.
that's right. Yeah. So, this is a fashion moment with Tai Chun and Miss Z. And I want to thank you guys. You can always catch us at BKS1 Radio.
Asian, that's right.
BKS1 Radio. You can catch on all of my social media, Tai Chun, TAI CHUNN. Send us in your thoughts. Send us in your comments and all that. Thank you so much for all of your participation. I want to close out the show with a couple of new shows that I love. One of them is called Dare Me. And I think that this show is so amazing. When I tell you, I think it's so amazing. This is the picture of the main actresses in the show, and this is a snippet of the show. This is a snippet of the show.
Keep up with the buzz on SuttonGrove.WTF.
Let's hear it for Dare Me. I think that show is so dope. You guys got to check it out. It's really a good show. And before we go on out, let's talk about what's going on with Jussie Smollett. Did you guys hear that they are pressing charges? He's got 6 felonies against him now. The Chicago PD went back behind the back of the state's attorney office, hired a special prosecutor who was the previous state attorney, and charged him with 6 felonies or what have you. They so hung up on this little boy. And and then you have Roger Stone, who just was sentenced to like 3 years and some odd months today or what have you.
But it's only be a matter of time before old boy. Go ahead.
So and the reason why I brought up Jussie Smollett and him at the same time, because the president talked about Jussie Smollett's case and talked about what the Chicago PD should do and how they should handle him or what have you. And then all of a sudden, now they get a special prosecutor. But the DOJ has gotten rid of all of the ACLU and all of the recommendations that have been made statewide that have proven that these precincts and police officers have been discriminatory in their practices against black people. They've gotten rid of all of those regulations and everything underneath the Obama administration. But the president tweets about Jussie Smollett, and they go after him and reopen the case in spite of, at the year anniversary of who the prosecutors, the year anniversary of her having to run for office, and her predecessor is the special counsel. Are you kidding me?
Who we talking about, the black girl?
Yes.
Okay.
And so, I mean, like, I just want you guys to pay attention to stuff. Pay attention to that. I'm telling you, that guy in the office is something else. He has tweeted about both of these cases, and they both have been handled by his tweet. They lowered the sentencing recommendation for this guy. They came back after they've already had a plea deal with him, with Jussie Smollett, and he's suing the Chicago PD, mind you. And now they have charged him with 6 felonies. I think that is ridiculous. You guys,
Wait,
tell me what you
hold.
think in the last minutes of this. Let's look at Facebook and see what they're talking about.
Okay, so even if that is the case, so they're charging him, but where's the other boys that? Oh, so they're not part of the case, I can reckon. Okay, double jeopardy. Okay.
Thank you, Loren. Thank you so much for loving our show. Thank you so much. You know, William Washington Brown opened the first black-owned bank in 1888. We forgot where we come from. That's right, Waukesha.
That's
You better
next
make
week.
it known. We talking about that next week.
We got that, girl. Don't
You
don't
better
play
make
with
it
us.
known. Yep.
Thank you. I love that show.
You know, right? Trump say something, and
Can't
now they
charge you
come for you.
twice. Mhm.
Exactly. But see, they didn't charge him or what have you with these new charges, Sherelle, that they have for him. But you're right. Like, what happened to double jeopardy? Exactly, Waukesha. How they gonna get a special prosecutor when the DOJ underneath the first one who was in charge, who resigned, he just like destroyed all of the rights and everything of all of us, or what have you. Show is hot. Thank you, Sherelle. So you guys, I want to just thank you guys for joining us. This is our time. We about to be out, and you have been at a fashion moment with Tai Chun. And keep the movement going. Keep the comments going. Keep the love going. Share and get all of your friends to join us every week. We're here on every Thursday at WBKS1Radio.com. It's the top fashion moment with Tai Chun and Miss Z. Miss Z.
I'm out the building. How about you?
How about you? All right.
Bye.
We'll close you guys out to some Space Window. Well, yes.
Chip. 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 Look. I can see way beyond the blue face, deeper than the bag. I be coming for the suitcase. Bullshit. Open up my mind and amorphous. Connect to the light, show my people what the force is. I said I can see way beyond the blue face, deeper than the bag. I be coming for the suitcase. Bullshit. Open up my mind and amorphous. Connect to the light, show my people what the force is. Got gelato in my dome like a right jab. Listen, I be getting stoned while I write raps. Always busy, tell her sorry I ain't right back. Feel like I could blow it any second on the right track. Tell a lame bitch beat it like a Mike Jack. All that fucking with the hoes get you sidetracked. Pineal gland keep my soul where the light's at. Jedi with the force keep my thoughts on the right path. And I see beyond the money, I got big dreams. I put celestial energy in my 16s. I be spitting the rhythm a nigga soul need. Always know I'm great, I don't care about a big screen.